friends, and welcome back to another goal-focused video. It is the middle of May and it is time for mid-month check-in video. If you're new, I do these videos halfway through the month so we can hold ourselves accountable, hold myself accountable to working towards our goals. So if you want to see how my main goals are going, just keep watching. All right, let's dive in. I wanted to show you what my power sheets looks like at a glance. I have not filled in any progress bars for my monthly action items yet, and that's what we're gonna do. And also look at my weekly action items and daily action items slash habits and see how the month of May is going so far. So let's first zoom in to our monthly action items, aka my monthly goals. Okay, I'm not sure what happened, but I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I'd already started talking about my first goal and filled in my progress bar for my YouTube video goal of publishing 4 times this month, which just kind of equals out to 1 video a week. That's my goal and I'm on track with that, but I will say that I'm not on track with having a consistent upload schedule. Like, I don't have a specific day, as you probably have noticed if you are a subscriber around here, and I'm working on that. I'm trying to prioritize my mental health over creating content and uploading videos because that's just kind of the season I'm in right now. For a while I was prioritizing YouTube like first in my life, and that was when I was able to get videos up on a specific day, specific time, and it was consistent. And now that I'm kind of prioritizing my health above creating content, that is why there's been kind of an inconsistent schedule, which I think is totally fine. I'm not trying to burn myself out and it's working for me right now. I do want to get into a consistent schedule, like let you all know that I'm going to post on a certain day at a specific time so you can expect a video, but for now a video will be going up once a week. You can at least expect that. Alright, moving on to my 2 finance goals. So the first one is to pay an extra $500 for my car loan. I have not done that yet. I typically like to do that after I get my paycheck. I've gotten my paycheck, I just haven't gotten around to doing that. Usually if I haven't already done it, I'll probably wait until the end of the month before I know the month is over, because I'm holding myself accountable through, you know, my power sheets and creating videos. So I'll probably get around to doing that before the end of the month, just being realistic. Create my monthly budget in YNAB, which I like to do again after I get my paycheck, so I have done that. That is something I'm consistently doing every month, which helps me budget and hit my finance goals and is really important to me. All right, now more into the fun stuff. So my next goal was to read 4 books this month, and I'm on track. I've already read 2 books so far. The first book that I've read this month was Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. I have a reading vlog on that will be coming out very soon. Probably I want to get it out after this video, so you can expect that next. So with this whole, like, my goal, my weekly goal is to read 1 book a week so I can, you know, reach this goal. I know that there's 5 weeks in May, so that gives me a little buffer time in case I just can't finish an entire book within a 7-day period. And I was able to read Crying in H Mart in about 10 days or so. The next book that I just read and finished a few days ago was Where the Crawdads Sing by Adelia Owens. It's a very popular book. It's been on my TBR for a while and I never got around to reading it, and I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's like the best book I've ever read. I feel like, you know, it has a very high rating on Goodreads, and now it's being turned into a movie, which is exciting. But there were a few, it's just the fact that the author, like, this is her first novel and she knows she's written books on like nature, like more nature focused books. That's kind of like nonfiction. That's kind of like her specialty. So the writing of the nature and like scenery was amazing, but the author didn't perform as well in terms of character development. Also, I like looked into the author who said that she was intending to make this book be turned into a movie and that influenced her writing. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like when you're kind of under those circumstances, or that's kind of the goal you're reaching, I feel like it does affect your writing. And for me personally, it kind of turns me off, and that's why it wasn't like a 5 out of 5 star rating for me. It was a 4 out of 5 stars. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Ending was crazy. I definitely suggest checking it out if that's something that you're interested in. One thing that's been really helping me with reading more is that I've been trying to mix up the format of my books. So I have like hard copy books, I've been reading ebooks, and I've also been dabbling in audiobooks. So for Where the Crawdads Sing, since it was a very long book, I shifted in between reading the ebook and also listening to the audiobook on my commute to and from work, and I was able to get that book finished within 2 weeks. Well, yeah, for 2 weeks, which it probably would have taken me a lot longer if I was just trying to read the like hard copy book. So that was like a strategy I definitely want to use in the future when it comes to more like longer books to help me get through things faster. So I definitely recommend looking into that kind of strategy if you're trying to read more. I've also been reading multiple books at once. At one point I was reading 3 books at once, Crying in H Mart, Where the Crawdads Sing, and then Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, which I am still currently reading. I haven't picked that book up in a while. So that is something I've always shied away from, like reading multiple books at once, because I wanted to just kind of focus on one book, get it done, move on to the next one. But I feel like it helps me kind of distribute my attention in different places. Since I do have a short attention span, it has been helping, at least this month, for me to get through the book. So if I kind of start all the books at the beginning of the month, I can kind of just expect to finish them all, and then I can like shift my attention to a different story if I feel like I need a break from the other one, you know? So yeah, I'm really excited to wrap that up. I might even read more than 4 books this month, I feel like. We'll see. All right, next would be completing my weekly workout plan, which basically means I want to work out 4 days a week and then keep that up for the entire month. So I'm on track with that. I'm very proud of myself. I just am keeping track of my workout schedule inside of my notes app, and that's been going really well for me so far. Next is to read one book of the Bible. I decided to read the book of Numbers this month because I'm just a chronological person, so I'm just like starting with the Old Testament and kind of going in order. Last month I did read the book of John, which was in the New Testament, and then once I got through that, I was just like craving like from the beginning to end like order, so I just went back to Numbers because I really want to kind of see that story unfold like in the order it's presented. So I would say I'm on track with that. I just finished up to chapter 12 today, and I believe there's 24 chapters. Okay, there's not 24 chapters, there is 36 chapters, and I was like trying to break down when to read those chapters like in my Bible app plan, and I didn't even realize that there was chapters beyond 24, so I like need to go back and rework that. So that's a whoopsies. So I'm kind of behind. I would say I'm like a fourth, a little less than half for that, which is, you know, I'm still on track. Okay, next would be repotting my houseplants. So that's kind of a new, different goal for this month. A lot of these other goals up top have been ones I've been carrying over from the previous months, which I mentioned in my goal setting, like my May goal setting video where I set all these goals. But that's a good thing. Like if you find yourself just writing the same goals every single month and you're questioning if that's like good or bad, that's like a great thing, because that means you found something that works for you. You're making little by little progress towards your annual goals. And yeah, and if you aren't in that boat and you're switching it up every single month, you know, that's okay too. You're just trying to find what works for you. So just remember, you are exactly where you need to be with your goals. And if you need to change things, that's amazing. Go with that gut. Don't stick with something just because you think you have to stick with it. Just if it doesn't feel right, change it, eliminate it, cross it out, make it messy. So repotting my houseplants. I have not done that yet. I've been thinking about it, and I actually wanted to go get some new pots for the 2 plants that I my colleague recently gave to me, but I haven't been able to go out yet. I just haven't prioritized it. Since I'm thinking about it and planning, I'm gonna put some progress there because I'm still gonna do it. That was actually one of my like weekly goals this week, was to like focus on that monthly goal, and I wanted to do it this weekend. Didn't get around to doing it. So there's still the next 2 weekends because May is it's a pretty long month. So we still have time to do that. And lastly is spending time learning and practicing drawing. So drawing is a hobby that I really want to focus on this month and for the rest of the year if if it feels right for me. I just want a creative hobby where I can kind of, escape into and spend time. And I picked up a book that is called, I think, 50 Ways to Draw Your Beautiful Ordinary Life, or Ordinary Beautiful Life. And it's been really fun to go through those pages. I haven't gotten very far. I also got some new supplies. I got some more colored pencils. I got some markers. And I've just been, spending at least one day a week just going through that, or sketching stuff in a sketchbook or in a notebook or something. And I haven't been able to do that this week yet, but I did it the past 2 weeks, I think. So we're just gonna put a little that represents that, I would say. All right, now we can move into my weekly action items, and I think I need to put some check marks here because I haven't updated this since the first week. So I need to fill in the second week. So weekly learn-a-thon hour. So that is basically what I want to carve out an hour a week to spend some time learning something, which can be working on my drawing, reading a nonfiction, and just learning something new, learning a new language. These are kind of all the ideas I have that could fill in that hour. And last week I just spent my hour drawing, and then this week I haven't done anything yet. I think I'm just gonna use that as drawing time, which I haven't done at all, as I mentioned. So I need to spend some time drawing today, but we will, I don't know. I'm not putting a check mark there just yet because we haven't done that. Weekly Bible study, we have done that this weekend. Work out 4 days a week, we've done that. Very proud of myself. Read 3 to 4 days a week. Yup, I've been reading a lot and I'm very proud of myself for that. Date night, yes, yes, yes. George and I also recently celebrated our 9th anniversary this week, which is very exciting. And social media free weekend. Yep, that's just all the time. All right, and moving into daily habits, I need to fill up to the 16th, which is today. So let's just do that real quick. Okay, so we got that all done. Really, every month I feel like I say the same thing, and it's that I struggle with drinking water, but actually I've been doing really well this month. I missed a few days in a row at the beginning of the month and all of that, but I feel like it's been a lot easier to do that for some reason this month, which is really exciting. And all of my other habits are really just part of my morning routine, so I'm able to get those all kind of done and out of the way right after I wake up. Yeah, that's like one thing to take into consideration if you're trying to establish new habits. If there's a way you can get them all done in the morning so you don't have to like talk yourself out of it by the afternoon, evening, or nighttime, try and do that. I was trying to do evening yoga for like last month by following a video challenge that I talked about in my April goal setting video. And I think I got like through 20 days and I haven't done it in like a few days, and I'm like contemplating just not continuing and kind of calling it quits. So yeah, I love doing yoga in the morning, but it's not really something that I can do every single night before I go to bed, just because it's a habit that I would need to work on, and doing morning yoga is just a habit that is kind of ingrained in me that I don't need to think about it as much. But yeah, for now my habits are pretty much solid. I don't want to introduce any new ones, and I really just want to work on the houseplants, more drawing time, and then reading, and then my YouTube schedule and also making sure I make my extra loan payment when I have a chance to do that. All right, my friends, that is the completed mid-month check-in. Here's a little look-see at how it looks. I'd say I'm on track. I'm pretty much halfway through most of my goals, which is very exciting. On track with weekly and daily action items, and there's nothing I need to change. I would just say I'm on track, and to just kind of keep it up. So thank you so much for watching this video. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how your May goals are going, and I will see you in the next video.